Hey, everybody! Good morning. It's also my birthday, so thank you so much for being.
Happy birthday!
Folks, I'm hanging out with my birthday. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know you, Robert, though. Hello.
Yeah, let's do some intros. Can we just do a little go around, names, pronouns, talk a little bit about yourself? Hi, my name's Ross. He, him. It's my birthday. I'm friends with all of you.
I'm Hakan. He, him. I'm in the San Francisco area. I make games with my partner, Kate.
I'm Kira. No pronouns, and I am non-binary. I also design games, and I made a game that's kind of inspired by David Lynch movies, and also a game where you play lesbian snakes who are trying to make their den as cozy as possible in wintertime.
I'm Robert. I use he, him pronouns. I am in Olympia. It's not my birthday. I have been drinking coffee and water and taking cough drops this morning because my throat is kind of sore.
Who's Kevin James? An American actor.
He was in this really important movie called Paul Blart Mall Cop.
All right.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
What is it? Is it actually important, or are you being...
No, sorry.
Robert Bruce dry trademark dry humor.
Wait,
It's a bad meme movie about a guy who rides a Segway around a mall and is really excited about being a mall cop.
We're talking about Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Yeah.
Maybe more important than we think.
It includes Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Okay, cool. Great. Now I'm going to unfurl the river scroll. So I've opened the river scroll now, and you can all see it. Hakan, would you like to read the introduction?
The umber grows and the riverlands are no longer safe. Our family must leave for the city of winter to find another home.
Great. Okay, so now we're going to make our family. Everyone, please choose a name from one of those options and let us know what the name is, and then you're going to write it down on your note card.
I'm going to be Azure. How do you say that?
Azure. It's I guess the accents vary throughout the world. So I'm not sure, you get to decide how you say it.
Azure.
I'm excited about Vale. If nobody else wants Vale,
I'll be Chase.
For it.
All right.
I'll be Zeal.
All right. Great. Next, we are going to choose our tradition and home. The traditions are dog, ox, heron, lion, or crow. Which tradition do we want? Let's see. So I heard ox, I heard crow. How about ox?
I would also do heron. I love herons. Heron or ox sounds awesome to me.
Heron are great.
I'm into heron. Do you want to do heron, Robert?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Cool.
They are migrating birds.
They are migrating birds. So our family is going to be from one of these three homes, and we should choose one of those now. And the home choices are Cloud Village, Rivertown, or the Palace of the Lake.
I'm feeling Rivertown.
I feel good. I was going to say any of them except the palace.
You're going to add Heron of, and then the place you were born. And you can decide if that was Rivertown, or you can decide if it was one of these other two places. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to be Vale, Heron of Rivertown.
I'm going to be Heron of Rivertown, too.
Great.
I'll be of Cloud Village.
Okay, great.
I'm a Rivertown.
I love how you say Rivertown.
Rivertown. It's one of those Rivertown boys.
Yeah.
Going down to Rivertown.
Choose age and bonds. So we're going to choose. So we'll start by choosing an age. Decide if you want to be a child, a youth, an adult, an elder, or an ancestor. I'm going to choose to be a youth.
I'm going to be an adult.
Be a child.
Since I'm also the only one who's not from Rivertown, I'll be an older one.
Okay.
And between ancestor and elder.
So one thing you should know about ancestors, when you're an ancestor, you're not alive. You don't have a token. And on your scene, you're going to instead move another player and describe our memory of you. And it'll be kind of like a flashback to the past or something like that. And then at some point you will make a new character and your ancestor will be forgotten.
I think I kind of like that idea. I like the idea of the adult, the youth, and the child just kind of alone. and like an ancestor that they remember. So I'll be an ancestor.
I'm down. So let me describe to you the cards. So at the top of the card is the story prompt, and those get used just like story prompts in Fall of Magic. They're kind of like an element that will get introduced into the story at some point before the scene ends. We're each going to take a bond for every age we've lived through. So if you're a child, you take a child bond. If you're Kira, you're an adult, so you'll take a child, a youth, and an adult bond. With each of those bonds, you can either form them with one of our characters, or you can choose a kin from the deck. Hakan, do you feel like you have a strong pull towards how old your character is, or would you like to see some of the other choices other people make first?
I kind of like this kind of like unguided nature to like not having a lot of elders around.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
So I'd love to be a caregiver who is no longer here, either because they were exiled or deceased or something like that. And does anyone have in their initial ideas feel like they would be an appropriate target for care?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah.
Caregiver of Vale.
I like both Bereaved and Riversworn. I think they're both super cool. Mm-hmm. Bereaved makes sense for Hakon's character. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool. Do you want to do that, Hakan?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Maybe you're my sister or wife or...
I really like the sister idea too, because it's like you're traveling with someone I was giving care to, and I kind of like think that's an interesting like triangle on the thing.
I agree.
So yeah, that sounds great.
And so maybe it's like my responsibility now, partially.
Lovely. So now all three of everyone except for Robert will take a youth bond. Zeal. Are you more excited about me being your defender, follower, or rival?
Rival.
Okay, I'm gonna take a youth bond, which is rival of Zeal.
I love rivals.
Chase.
I'm interested in being someone's defender. How do you feel like that, Kira, that I was like, as sisters, I was your defender when we were younger, right?
I love it.
Okay, cool. Let's do that one.
Yeah. And like, does that mean maybe I was more timid or than you, or made fun of or something?
Very possible, yeah. I think something like that, either I was stronger or just more confident or like able to hold people off a little bit.
Maybe I was weirder.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, like you didn't fit into like Rivertown and the expectations quite as much, maybe, as like I was able to. And like that's the cover I gave. Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
I think I was an apprentice, maybe with one of our kin instead of with one of you, because I don't think, how could I apprentice to one of you?
So there's Rata. Rata sleeps late is their tradition card. Sash is another one. Sash starts an argument is their tradition card. Another one says Tenzil. When Tenzil is done is another one of the traditions.
Ooh, I'm going to do that one.
Okay, so Tenzil.
Yeah, I think that this is some kind of like the work is never done type of thing.
Cool.
So maybe like some kind of magic or healing or like, I don't know, restoration type of thing.
Awesome. So your youth bond is Apprentice of Tenzil. Fantastic. Robert, you finally get to make a decision. So you're going to choose a child bond, and the rest of us will also choose child bonds.
Okay, I will be a foundling of, I'll say Azure.
Azure? Cool.
Yeah.
So I found you in the reeds along the river.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I guess that's a little Messiah-ish. Maybe.
As long as there's not a fucking lightning bolt on the forehead.
Yeah, like
this particular idea already. It is not like a Messiah type idea.
Is it? So I did find you in the reeds along the river.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say that like Zeal is like really good at like fishing, like mad, like supernaturally good, and like maybe that's like part of the rivalry with like.
Oh yeah, it pisses me off to no end.
Yeah. And maybe fishing, and I mean, it's like a big thing, and
oh yeah,
Rivertown.
It's all about. Yeah, your
like,
worth is by the
it's
weight
like
of the fish
football. It's like
home.
football in Rivertown.
Yeah. Is it cool if I'm born of Azure? Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as my child bond.
I'm your parent.
Yep, and Azure, your child bond.
Oh yeah, we're related.
Yeah.
So
Your sisters, or sister and something. Sister sibling relationship.
I guess we could be siblings of, like metaphorically, or like chosen siblings too.
I kind of like the idea of it being like a chosen family kind of thing.
Sure.
That sounds good to you.
Yeah.
Like one could have been born, and the other could have been a ward of the same person.
Sure.
So that would be possible. All right, so I'm going to say I was born of, and then one of the kin. Well, I like Rata Susle. I'll do that one.
Sounds great.
So born of Rata. It's Rata sleeps late, so I guess like I kind of am seeing someone who didn't provide a lot of guidance. I'm thinking of Chase as someone who like drove a lot of stability and strength from herself. And so yeah, Rata was a basket weaver in town, and they were fine. Nothing sexual. No one really looked out for them for a lot of guidance. But Chase was born with them, and they gave her an upbringing. That was kind of it. They didn't have a super close relationship.
I was a ward of Corin Dreams.
Okay, cool.
I think Corin is like a weaver and like wove like from the fibers of the reeds along the river, like some of the old stories of the Heron family into the like traditional shawls and stuff that we wear.
Love it. So now we're just left with the ancestor bond. So Chase, if you could go ahead and choose your ancestor bond now.
So I feel like I could either like kind of make the existing things a little stronger, or really toss something weird in there and do like reviled by zeal or something. Which kind of sounds fun, but I'm a little worried that maybe it's one too many cards on the card house. That'll be a little hard to keep track of. What do you think, Seal? Do you want something like that?
Sure. I'm pissed.
Right. Yeah. Why don't you be pissed at me? I'll be reviled by zeal.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you're very competitive, and you
I'm a
have a
teen.
rival, and
I swear a lot. Damn it!
Yeah, that's true. And like whether or not this is justified or not is a different question, I guess. But yeah.
Awesome. So everyone take a number of tradition cards equal to the number of bonds you have.
so one of them that randomly drew is a kin card. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
So that just means that that's just like an idea that you have about this person. Okay, there's one final step to creating our characters, and then I'd like to just go ahead and do like a 10-minute break so people can walk around and stretch the bods. We have to choose tokens. So on the left, there are 5 different tokens to choose from. They're each double-sided. So go ahead and pick whichever token you want and which side you want. And you can flip it later in the game if you want. And then put it on Rivertown. Which is where we... Oh, I'm sorry, except... sorry, Chase, you don't get a token.
Oh, yeah.
Tokens are for family members only. And you left!
Yeah.
You fucking left!
Oh my god.
Well, I think I died, right? Or
Oh, sorry. Oh, man.
Well, I still did leave in a sense, I guess.
You abandoned us. You never came back. Okay. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
I think I'm feeling the singing bird. What is the one next to the singing bird? What is
That's
that?
an Arcana. That's like a clay flute.
Oh, cool.
Wait, like an ocarina? Or
Yeah, ocarina.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a mispronounced ocarina.
That's okay. I will never mispronounce that after playing that Zelda game for many hours of my life.
That illustration is unfortunately fan art of the ocarina from Zelda.
I don't know why you said unfortunately. That's the best Zelda game.
I have never played it. It looks really cool.
You could ride a dinosaur if you put in a cheat code. Just saying.
Did you have a Game Genie?
It was an N64 that I borrowed from my boyfriend at the time.
So good.
I'm feeling the bird or the sun, I think.
I was going to take these horns, but I feel like I need to do something to sort of contrast this terrible reputation I've developed. So I'm going to take the moon. No, I'm going to take the moon lantern one, and I'll use one of those two sides. I'm not quite sure yet which.
I'll take the horns.
Cool.
Yeah.
Catch these horns.